is so much to keep in mind when it comes to your wedding day, from the dress to the flowers, the decor, and let me tell you, it could add up.
A lot of responsibility, right? And a lot of money, but have no fear. No matter what your budget is, you can still create a beautiful wedding that will impress your guests, Teresa.
Yep, and to show us how to create some wedding decorations on a budget is Shannon Downey. Hi. Shannon, welcome to CT Style.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
So this is kind of like a vintage look, right?
Yeah, it's very trendy right now. The rustic, shabby chic, vintage look.
Very Pinteresty.
Exactly.
I see a lot of this
very
stuff on Pinterest. Not
yes.
that I've
Is that
ever
what
been
you're
on.
searching
Not
for?
that I've ever been on Pinterest to look at wedding stuff, but hypothetically speaking, if that was the case, we have some photos here that we'd like to take a look at. Kind of walk us through here. Wow.
Oh, pretty beach
So this
wedding.
is actually here in New Haven. It's at Lighthouse Point Park. It was a wedding on the beach last May. It's an example of using some furniture pieces to create more of an aesthetically pleasing setup for when your guests first arrive to the ceremony area. This is an example also of using some furniture. It's a great time to go tag sailing with the hopefully warm weather coming up soon.
Those cupcakes there?
Yeah, those were some desserts.
Cupcake, yeah.
This is also a display. It's a cigar bar down by
like
the
that.
beach, which is very popular now, having those specialty tables at weddings for your guests to really interact with, enjoying the time. Signs are very popular right now, chalkboard signs, seating signs, creating more of an interactive way for your guests to really enjoy the day. And these are some examples of easier centerpieces as well to keep the cost down on flowers, because a lot of brides are trying to cut back on that when things are getting really costly, while still having the nice floral arrangements on your tables.
Yeah, and it looks like a little goes a long way with these flowers, right?
Yeah, so I just have some simple examples here of some inexpensive bottles that brides who are sort of looking to stay on a budget and be more DIY. You can find these at flea markets during the summer. I got these from an antique shop up in Maine. Even Goodwill has a lot of the milk glass, which is very popular.
Yeah, it's kind of old school, right?
Yeah, antique. You can get
Classic.
them for like 50 cents. You just have to be really a good bargain shopper. And then it only takes a couple of flowers to fill it up. But when you put them all together in the center of your table with your table number and all of your place settings arranged, it really goes a long way, like you said.
You were talking about the signs earlier. I've seen a lot of the ones where the ring bearer will have like a little sign around his neck where it says, "Your girl is coming." Or,
Yeah,
I mean,
or
there's a lot
last
of cute
chance
stuff
to
like
run.
that. Right, yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of cute
fun little
stuff.
signs.
Yeah.
So those are also very easy to make. You don't have to buy a pre-made chalkboard. You don't have to settle for the ones that they sell in the store. You can actually get any frame. So a lot of brides are going with the gold theme these days. So you can just purchase any gold frame at the store that you would put a normal photograph in. And then there's what's called chalkboard paint. You can buy them in smaller sizes at Michael's or craft stores. Just a basic foam paintbrush. You take the glass out of the frame, you paint the glass, and then you insert it back into the frame, and you can draw on it with whatever you want it to say.
So you're painting on top of the glass, to clarify.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So
That's cool.
even like this sign, this frame, you take the glass out, you
paint the chalkboard on it, right?
Yeah, the chalk. You have to do a couple of coats, so that way you can't see the glass through.
That's neat.
And then these are chalk markers, so you don't have to use actual chalk.
Yeah,
and then
great.
it doesn't dust off. So if you're transporting it to your wedding, it doesn't get smudged.
And
And you
never
can
have
do it
that
much
annoying-
neater also.
Huh?
It's much neater when you have the
Oh,
marker
is it?
too.
Are you a pro chalk? Right?
Done it once or twice.
Got a nice handwriting.
You know,
They
that's what I
make
do
fun
on
colors.
weekends.
It's easy. Yeah. That's terrific. And then
How about over here?
A couple other things when thinking about creating your tablescape. So for instance, if you were to use this as your welcome table with your guest book and your place to put cards, creating height. So using things to have layering elements, such as old boxes, which could be covered up by the tablecloth if you didn't want the exposed wood. You can get these at Walmart or craft stores and just stain them or paint them so they're white if you don't like the bare wood. And then it creates different heights, so that way it looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing and it's not all flat. If you have
cool.
like your seating cards out on the table, it's not just one layer, it's sort of...
And I would imagine something like this, you know, you can go out and spend a ton of money on your decorations, or you can make it and then you feel kind of good, like you can appreciate it a little bit more.
And
it looks nice, right?
Yeah.
And you have that sort of like sense of gratification, like you did that for your wedding. Brides don't want to take on too much, however.
That's true. And I think we should mention mason jars because they're so inexpensive
Thank you. Should I put that
and they
behind
look
here?
adorable.
Yeah, and they're very trendy as well right now. So instead of just getting the plain glass mason jars, you could dress them up a little bit to match your color. These are just painted with acrylic paint, and then you can find DIY instructions online on Pinterest. You bake them and you sort of sand them down to give them that distressed, more old-fashioned look.
Nice
Very
tips
good.
there.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Thank you
Thanks so
so
much
much
for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Hey,
Of course, wedding week is going to continue.
the fun will continue. I know Beth Chapman is going to be in tomorrow talking about wedding dresses. We're going to have tech apps for wedding planning, so it should be good.
Very good. Well, we'll see you back here tomorrow.